All right, what's going on, everybody in Sharks territory? Welcome to another live watch along and real-time reactions to the San Jose Sharks action. Team Teal looking for that first dub today, baby. Team Teal, we definitely need them to show up and show out tonight, because after all, they're looking at some wrong side of history here, being the first team since the Golden Seals back in the 70s, early 70s, to start 2 consecutive seasons off with 0-7 records back-to-back. Now, technically, the Sharks do have 2 points in the standings with a 0-5-2 record tonight, but nonetheless, we definitely want to see them beat LA without a doubt. We want to see them beat LA. So let's go Sharks, man. I just want to remind everybody, if you're watching us on X or on YouTube, you could be a part of the show. You could interact with myself or with other hockey fans from around the world by leaving a comment in the chat section. All right, let's get into the skinny of things here. This is the 66th all-time regular season game that the Sharks have played in LA, specifically Crypto.com Arena. Sharks are 33-23, 3-6 all-time when they're playing their SoCal rivals in their home. Again, tonight, the San Jose Sharks are facing off against the Los Angeles Kings for the first time this season. If you're a betting man, well, right now the over-under from MGM, the Sharks are looking at freaking plus 260, Kings negative 333. So yeah, take what you will at that. Not including the playoffs, the Sharks are 92-55, 7-12 all time when they're playing the Los Angeles Kings. Tonight, starting goaltenders for the San Jose Sharks, Mackenzie Blackwood, and for the Los Angeles Kings, David Riddick. So let's just preview today's game here. We'll start off with the Sharks lines. All right, so the San Jose Sharks lines tonight are as follows. First and foremost, you're gonna just right off the bat, no Will Smith today. It is a maintenance day or a development day or a load management day, whatever you want to refer to for not having him in the lineup. So your starting, your projected lines are as such. Line 1, William Eklund, Mikhail Granlund, and Tyler Toffoli, with Cody Ceci and Jake Wallman on the blue line. Again, Mackenzie Blackwood is your starter tonight in goal for the San Jose Sharks. That second line, Daniel Gushin getting some more top 6 minutes tonight with Alexander Wenberg and Fabian Zetterlund. Mario Ferraro and Jean Roux, the same defensive pairing pretty much for the last few games for the Sharks. After all, with the exception of Matt Benning, who's a healthy scratch tonight, they don't really have many defenders to kind of rotate in the lineup. Your third line as we get to the bottom 6 here, Barclay Goodrow, Ty Dellandrea, Carl Grundstrom. Right behind them, Henry Thrun and Jack Thompson. And your checking line, the fourth line tonight, Klim Konstin, Nico Sturm, and Luke Cunnin. All right. So as we mentioned at the top of that projected lineup, Will Smith is on he's a healthy scratch. He's on a development day, as they're calling it now. He has without a point in his first 6 NHL games this season, and he did take 2 penalties, 2 tripping penalties against Anaheim Ducks on Tuesday. So that's when the Sharks are now, where they're standing now, 0-5-2. Smith has an average about 13 minutes, about 3 seconds. We'll just round up and say 14 minutes of ice time per game. Of course, this is all part of General Manager Mike Ritz's plan to prevent injuries and to help them, slowly immerse into a pro schedule, just adapt to the NHL 82-game season. So, he had a season high of 3 shots on goal the last time we got together on Tuesday night. And, with Barclay Goodrow and Ty Dellandrea, they outchanced the Ducks 12-4 during 5-on-5 play per natural stat trick. So, I know a lot of people want to focus on the penalties, but Will Smith is coming to form. So, just trust the process. As a matter of fact, I've said this in the last couple of shows. I've been saying this during our Shark City Hockey Live Eventide Sports Talk show. The name of the game has been, undisciplined hockey for the San Jose Sharks lately. And head coach Ryan Rosofsky, this quote is coming out of the Mercury News, has acknowledged that. And I quote, "You've got to compete and try to be physical, but the stick penalties, the lazy penalties, us not skating are the ones that got us in trouble big time tonight." He's referring to the last game against the Ducks, and it's been the story the last few games here. So, the Sharks, again, as I mentioned, first NHL team to go winless in its first 7 games since the California Golden Seals. All right. Obviously, a lot of us Sharks fans are hoping that the Sharks do earn that first dub tonight, because last season, they did start off the season 0-10-1. So, tonight would be a night to turn all around and beat LA. They're in the middle of their 4-game road trip here. So this is game 2 of a 4-game road trip. This Saturday night, they're going to be playing the Vegas Golden Knights, and then they'll be concluding the road trip on Monday against the Utah Hockey Club. They won't be too much rest, as the following night on Tuesday, they will come back at home to face this team one more time, the Kings, and then finish off the month of April on Halloween against Connor Bedard and the Chicago Blackhawks. All right, so Carl Grundstrom is going to be in the lineup, as you mentioned. He's a former LA King, so this is the first time he'll be playing back in Southern California since the Sharks acquired him in June. And a lot of other fans are kind of pointing out Tyler Toffoli. I know that the mainstream's, talking about him winning a cup with LA, but also on the other side of the ice, you have Kyle Burroughs, who will be, making his first game played against the San Jose Sharks, since he was a part of that trade for Gunstrom. Or excuse me. Yeah, that's true. My bad. So, let's see what the Sharks can do here. Again, if you want to be a part of the show, be a part of the conversation, just type your comments in the chat as we get ready for the puck drop here. Let's talk about some players to watch here. So let's talk about goaltending first and foremost. Mackenzie Blackwood in his last 3 games, obviously he hasn't had a dub. He's played 2 games. He kind of started one, was pulled for it, but he has going into this game a .877 save percentage. We're looking for some improvement on that, but most importantly, let's talk about his last 3 years against the Kings. In the last 3 years, Mackenzie Blackwood has played the LA Kings 3 times, 3 games played against the LA Kings, and he has a pretty much even record right down the middle. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss. 7 goals against on 7 shot attempts, so that's a goals against average of 2.36, or a save percentage of 9-5. So Mackenzie Blackwood looking to get his second dub against the squad with the Sharks. And players to watch, without a doubt, the 3 hottest players on that top line. Tyler Toffoli, in his last 3 regular season games, Toffoli has 3 points, a goal and 2 assists. Mikhail Granlund, 4 points in the last 3 games, 1 goal, 3 assists. Willem Eklund, 2 points in his last 3 games. As a matter of fact, in the last 3 Sharks games, he's only played 2 of those games. He was a healthy scratch against the Chicago Blackhawks. So obviously these stats are dating back to when they played the Jets, the Avs, and then most recently the Ducks. But yeah, Willem Eklund, 2 points in 2 games, a goal and an assist. Let's talk about how well some of these Sharks players have done against LA. So Mikhail Granlund in the last few seasons here, or a couple seasons, he's played 7 games against these Kings in the last 3 years in his career. In the 7 games he's played, he had 6 points, 1 goal and 5 assists. So look for him to kind of light it up. Tyler Toffoli, even though he's famous for winning the cup and hoisting the cup with LA, he has played 10 regular season games against the LA Kings in the last 3 seasons, in which he has 6 points, 4 goals, and 2 assists. So he does pretty well. Now let's talk about some homegrown Sharks here. Willem Eklund has played 4 games in the last 3 seasons with the Sharks against the LA Kings. He's had 2 points, a goal, and an assist. So, just trying to hope that these guys continue to build success. That top line is going to really be the driving factor for the San Jose Sharks. Obviously, Fabian Zetterlund is someone we all want to keep our eyes on. He has a goal in his last 3 games with the San Jose Sharks this season. And we're all waiting for Daniil Gushin to get that first goal of the season. He came close last game, hitting the crossbar. And let's just take a quick look at the LA Kings. Specifically, we're going to talk about their goaltending. We'll start with the goaltending. So David Riddick in the last 3 regular season games, he's 2-1. So he has a .889 save percentage. He's allowed 3 goals against on 72 shot attempts. So let's see if the Sharks will light them up. I know the offense has been struggling as much as defense, but again, if we can stay out of the penalty box, we might actually have a chance. For the Kings, Andre Kempe, Mikey Anderson, Vladislav Gavrikov, pardon me if I'm not saying that correctly. These guys have 3 points in their last 3 games. Anderson with 2 goals and assists, as well as Kempe, and Gavrikov, if I'm saying that incorrectly, pardon me, he has 3 assists in his last 3 games. So those are some players to watch. Speaking of Kempe, he's played 10 games against the Sharks in the last 3 seasons, and he has 7 points with 5 goals and 2 assists. So look to shut that guy down tonight. All right. Oh yeah, let's go Sharks. It's go time. So Sharks again looking for that first dub. The puck should be dropped any moment now at the Crypto.com arena. Really hoping to see these guys freaking handle business tonight, man. 177th all-time regular season matchup between these 2 clubs. And we're about ready for action, aren't we? Let's do this. All right. Sharks again, they are looking for their first win. 0-5-2 on the season. LA Kings are 3-2-2. All we want is a dub, baby. It starts with 1. Let's go. I guess as we wait for the puck to drop, and just go over some more stats. Anze Kopitar, he has 5 assists for the Kings. He's one of the players to watch. In the last 5 games, he has 5 assists. Kevin Fiala has 4 goals. Andre Kempe has 5 points. Speaking of Anze Kopitar, he has 8 points, 3 goals, 5 assists in his last 7 games. So, the longtime LA King is kind of looking pretty good. His last 3 regular season games, he just has 2 assists. But as far as how he's done against the Sharks, he's played 11 games against San Jose, in which he has 4 goals and 2 assists. So, don't sleep on Kopitar. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Sharks power play is 18th, ranked 18th in the league with 20% conversion rate. The LA Kings are 14.8%, so 26th ranked in the league. Let's not give them a chance on the power play. Our penalty kill and for both squads, for the Kings and the Sharks, are almost even. So the Sharks are 74.3%, 25th ranked penalty kill in the league, and the 27th ranked for the Kings, 73.3%. So there's still some margins. So you know, same thing with the power play if you really think about it. So I hope the Sharks don't pump the stats for the opponents tonight. Let's see if we can stay out of that freaking sin bin. And you know, as far as goals for per game average, the LA Kings have the 15th best goals for a game, 3.14, 15th ranked. The Sharks, of course, are ranked last in the league at 1.86. And for goals against, this is where it kind of evens out for us. So the Sharks are 29th with 4 goals against average per game. And the Kings are 3.57, 24th ranked. So, you know, this could either be a defensive struggle like it kind of has been against, or you know, a tight contended game like it has been against the Anaheim Ducks, our other SoCal rivals in divisional rivalry. Or it could be a game in which, you know, maybe the squads could, you know, light up the freaking the scoreboard. We'll see. The Kings are coming off of, most recently, they're coming off of a loss to the Vegas Golden Knights. But before that, they had 2 back-to-back victories against the Ducks and the Montreal Canadiens. So coming into this game, the last 3 games, they have a 2-1 record. Let's see what happens. Again, you know, Sharks are looking for that first dub of the season. Let's go. All right, looks like oh boy. So it looks like we have a delay because, again, the Sharks are playing a team that are doing their home opener. So that's pretty unique. You know, the Kings have played they played 7 games without being at home. So first home game of the season. The puck drop should be maybe in about 5 or 10 more minutes. I'll turn up the music and party a little more here. Remind everybody that this is a live watch along and reactions to San Jose Sharks versus the LA Kings. Thank you for joining me. I'm Aaron James. This is presented by Shark City Hockey, your go-to source for San Jose Sharks fandom.
Midnight train. I need to dump somebody.
All right, so given the records, given the recent success, Money Puck has the Sharks at a 24.6% chance of winning tonight's game, giving the Kings the 75.4% chance of winning. I would love to prove everybody wrong tonight. So let's go. Quick reminder, whether you are on X or / Twitter or YouTube, you can be a part of the show by dropping a comment, as I am on the show right now. Who in here knows about hockey? Right, we got a comment. Who in here knows about hockey? Oh boy. Well, I would first and foremost hope most of the people watching on Twitter and myself, the host. Oh man, I play hockey. I've been playing hockey since like middle school, and you know, I'd be at every Sharks home game and at every Barracuda home game, or most of the Barracuda home games. So I I like to say that I do know hockey. I'm not one that really talks about hockey in like an analytical like sense. And I tend to be illustrative and animative. Try to have like a chill approach to it, a very casual like approach to it. I know a lot of people out there, especially lately, when they talk hockey, they're kind of dry, but to the point, or you know, they're just like puffing up their whole delivery with like advanced analytics. You won't find that here. Here you'll find more of a casual, like barroom conversation. And yes, it says, do you respond? I do respond. I do respond. Keep in mind that, you know, when you type in a comment, it may be a little bit delay on my end because I'm either in the midst of the stream and handling everything here as I'm producing this, or just the live stream in general. There may be like a couple of seconds delay, but yes, I respond. Alright, just showing welcome to the show, everyone. So as you can see here in our chat section that we have on the screen, whether you're on YouTube or X, you can chat amongst other fans. Alright, so whether you're on YouTube or X/Twitter, you can chat with other fans. You can chat amongst yourselves, or you can, you know, interact with me. More than likely as the show progresses, because the LA Kings are taking forever for their home opener to introduce everybody on the freaking team. We'll have some prompts, you know, some more interaction, some call to action, so to speak. But right now we're just trying to filibuster this bad boy because LA Kings are doing their opening night ceremonies at home. As a matter of fact, let me try something here. Yeah, outstanding. All right, it looks like the Sharks are finally stepping on the ice, so that must mean that the opening night ceremonies have been completed in the Crypto.com arena. Thank goodness, because we are thirsty for a win. So it looks like about a 15-minute delay as they did their opening night ceremonies. Let's go. Let's go already, baby. Come on. I never understand when they say opening face-off at like 7:30. They decide to do like opening ceremonies, opening night ceremonies. To me, it's like, if you're gonna do that, start it at 7. Being here on the West Coast, most of you all who are tuning in from maybe the East are a little bit more in the Midwest or Central, or even those of you up in true North. You know, the Sharks tend to have the latest game in the league, so to push it back by another almost 20 minutes is criminal. No, just kidding. Anyways, but here we go. Patiently waiting for this this game to get rolling here. All right. All right, so let's go Sharks, baby. Let me know who y'all got in the chat right now. If you're here watching and supporting the Sharks, that's what's up. Let me know by typing SJ or Sharks in the comment section. If you're here as a LA Kings fan, welcome. And you know, type LA or Kings. And I know some of you out there are regulars that like to come back and just kind of, you know, enjoy the live watch along. So if you are supporting another squad, drop your team's name in the chat as well. Let's go, baby. How about those freaking Barracuda? The Barracuda last night lit it up in Henderson, man. Barracuda are 3-1-0. They're looking Really good. They'll be back at the Reef on Wednesday, the day before Halloween, to take on the Coachella Valley Firebirds. So, glad to see that they're having success on the road. How about Yaroslav Askarov? Finally got scored on. It took like 70 plus shot attempts to finally beat the Sharks prospect in net. So, even though this main squad right now is trying to figure it out, and hopefully they do tonight. Thank you for typing SJ. That's what's up. Got some Sharks fans. I really hope that, I really hope that the Sharks get some inspiration from the baby Sharks, from the CUDA. Because we all want to see this team be successful. Petition, let's replace power play with Shark Attack. Let's go Sharks. All right. I'm digging it. I am digging it. All right. Thank you to everybody who's chiming in. Looks like we got about a dozen people on YouTube and another 50 plus on X. So we're looking at a total of about, right now, currently, we're looking at a total of 68 live viewers. I love and appreciate you all. The puck's about to drop. Thank goodness. There's only so much I can share. How crazy. Finally, man. All right, let's do this. All right, so head coach Ryan Rosowski and the San Jose Sharks, the 2024-25 San Jose Sharks, are looking for their first victory of the season. Obviously, Ryan Rosowski is looking for his first victory as an NHL head coach. He's going up against Jim Hiller, who is now in his second season with the Kings as the bench boss. So this ought to be fun. Let's see what we got, baby. Game on, baby. Game on in SoCal. Sharks versus LA Kings for the 177th all-time matchup, not including the playoffs. Again, quick disclaimer and reminder that the stream and the game feed that you see live action on the screen is about 10 or so seconds away or ahead of my TV broadcast / YouTube TV broadcast. So, forgive me if I react a little bit delayed, but nonetheless, let's go, baby. Puck drop has started. Puck drop and the game has started. Adrian Kempe, one of those players you have to watch, immediately makes a play and sets it up in the slot. And Mackenzie Blackwood being tested early with a point-blank blast. That right there was a big save right off the back. So I honestly think that Mackenzie Blackwood deserves some praise. Big save, everybody. Type goalie in the chat or leave a brick wall emoji. Got a comment saying I'm feeling good about tonight's game. I'm feeling our first dub. So am I, baby. Let's go. Love all the positive vibes here. All right, let's go Sharks. The Kings are starting off fiery here, man. They definitely got some pep in their step, that's for sure. All right, we got Goodrow. So it looks like the third line is out there. That would be Goodrow, Delandria, and not Cunnin, but Grunstrom, I believe. Speaking of which, he takes a hit by Kyle Burrows. We were talking about that at the top of the stream. The Grunstrom's first game back, and Kyle Burrows' first game against, their old squads. Obviously, those two players were exchanged for each other via trade back in the summer. So that was unique nonetheless. Honestly, harmless check. It wasn't that big. Someone's asking for some quick advice. I'll try my best. We'll see. My bad. I'm looking up, and I'll be looking up at the comment section as often as I can. Right now, my eyes are a little bit glued to the stream as Mackenzie Blackwood's being tested again down low. Thank goodness the Sharks are only able to get one shot against us for that big blast at the beginning of the game. Sharks trying to set up. Now they got rooted back there. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot attempt, but Daniel Gushin controlling the puck. Man, Gushin looks good. It's almost like no one can keep up with him. Oh! He had a pass attempt. He had Fabian Zetterlund right there in the slot, but the puck didn't quite make it, but I like it. I like what he was thinking, man. Okay, we got some physicality kind of picking up for the Kings. I didn't see what the collision was there. Ooh, answer back. So that was Ferraro. He kind of took a hit there. I got to see who hit him, but Mario Ferraro tagged him back on the glass. You're asking me for some betting advice? You're asking the wrong person, because I don't really I don't do sports gambling. But you're asking me if I think William Rowland will get 2.5 points and Adrian Kemp get more than 1 point. So you're asking me if I think that these guys on the opposing team, on another team, I do not want to beat Willem Eklund. Okay, that's okay. I was about to say, that's a tall ask. Willem Eklund, for what it's worth, right now he has 5 points in 6 games. He has 2 points in his last 3 games, so you can use that to measure, whether or not you want to, go down that avenue. In the last 3 years he's played against this team, the Kings, as I mentioned earlier at the top of the show, he only has 2 points. So to ask for more than 2.5 points in a single game history is not in favor of that. That's all I'm going to say. Do I hope he does? Absolutely. But yeah, he's only registered 2 points in his last 3 years against this squad. Now he's only played 4 games against the LA Kings. All right, so this would be his 5th game. But in the last 3 games of this season, he only has 2 points as well. Maybe he's still on fire, though. He has 5 points in 6 games. Yeah, absolutely, man. I got you. And just so you're aware, we always do an intermission show here. So we always do an intermission report, and we usually do go over the goals when they're scored, regardless of who scored them. Sharks are Kings. Kings are pressing right now. Man, Blackwood is looking solid, man. He's holding these guys off right in front of his crease. These guys are in the blue paint. They're putting bodies on the goaltender. And Mackenzie Blackwood is fighting them off, man. 1, I'm glad that the goalie's coming through. But 2, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that regularly, man. Like, let's go. Support your freaking netminder. Too many people giving him kisses, man. Like, that's how close they're getting. 3 shots on goal so far for the LA Kings, 0 for the Sharks. We're almost 5 minutes through this first period here. Another beautiful save. Looks like it was waffle boarded. The blocker save. Redirected by Blackwood. Sharks are able to clear. Oh my goodness. Alright, so if you see the screen, you can tell Jordan Spence gets a goal. Gets a freaking goal. The slap looks like a snapshot or a slap shot, but Gordon Spence gets his first goal of the freaking season at 4 minutes and 31 seconds. It was a snapshot, so the Sharks are now trailing 1-0. Jordan Spence, the LA Kings 23-year-old right shot defenseman beats Mackenzie Blackwood on the 5th shot of the game. Score now is 1-0 LA. Damn. The Sharks need to bring some life, man. They've been flat, and these Kings are not. They're going for the freaking. Man, they're going for their throat. I hate to say it like that. And again, you know, the Kings, they got the crowd behind them because this is their home opening game, man. What up? Let's go Kings, huh? we got some of the Kings soldiers here invading the Sharks territory. It's all good. What does shots on goal mean? Shots on goal is okay. So, what sports do you watch? You watch football? It would be like pass attempts, right? So, a shot on goal is how many times a team does what it says, shoots the puck on goal. A save would be the goalie saving a shot on goal, and obviously, when they score, it is a goal. So when I say the LA Kings have 5 shots on goal, that means that they have taken 5 shots on the net. The Sharks have surrendered 1 goal, and the Sharks have 0 shots, meaning they haven't even put the puck on the net yet. That's what that means. I guess for NBA, it would be the equivalent of like field goals and shot attempts, right? So to put in basketball terms, our team hasn't even shot the basketball on the rim, on the backboard, nothing. They haven't even had a shot. Where LA have taken 5 shots and one of them went in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. Got a question, where are you streaming from? I am always streaming from San Jose, California, where I've been born, raised, and living. Obviously, I am a diehard San Jose Sharks fan. Will extend that and say diehard San Jose hockey fan. I am at the tank every home game, and this season I become a battery member, which is what they call the season ticket holders for the Barracuda. I've been saying this since the off season, since preseason, and especially this regular season. The hottest ticket in San Jose right now, the hottest pro hockey team in the Bay are the Barracuda. So I'm streaming from San Jose, California. I'm cheering on my team, and thank you to everybody for interacting and asking your questions for this live watch along party and real time reaction to the action as the San Jose Sharks are trying to get their first victory tonight. It's been all Kings thus far, but here comes Fabian Zetterlund. He has Cody Ceci. They're looking for a chance. Ceci with the shot. Oh, Fabian Zetterlund gets robbed by Riddick. Fabian Zetterlund got the Cody Ceci shot. It looked like it went off behind the trapezoid, and Fabian Zetterlund tried to one time tip that from behind the net. It was a wide open net, and sprawling on the ice, freaking Riddick, the goaltender for the LA Kings, stuffs him stops him point blank with his with his left leg pad. Oh my gosh. Oh man. All right, thank you. We got a healthy party going on tonight. We got 81 current viewers in the live stream. So thank you to everybody, whether you're watching us on YouTube or on X, you can be a part of the conversation. I think on X and Twitter, it could get a little confusing because when you're watching the stream, you have to kind of scroll up to see the comment option, the comment bar appear. So when you do so, by all means, drop a comment. So I'll give you a prime example. What's up, Sharks fans on X/Twitter? And what's up, hockey fans on YouTube? So there it is. Thank you for answering that question. Again, feel free to comment amongst yourself, but we do have a new hockey fan joining our stream today, or tonight, asking the question, how many periods are in the NHL? It would be 3 periods. So, like football, and I'm not too sure about basketball. My bad, but it's a pro sport, so it's 60 minutes broken down into 3 periods of 20 minutes a period. And if needed, there'll be overtime, which is usually a 5-minute overtime that consists of 3-on-3 play. What does that mean? Even strength is called 5-on-5 hockey. When you're in overtime in the regular season, you play 3-on-3. You do that for 5 minutes. If no one scores a goal, it's sudden death, by the way. So first one scored a goal, game's over. But if no one scores a goal, then they go into a shootout, just like in soccer. Your AI avatar is cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I know that the AI avatar has, made some people out there who watch the stream or our shows feel some type of way. It's not for everybody, but thank you to everyone appreciating this. I'm not a big fan of showing my face for a number of reasons. To wrap it up, mainly privacy, and also I make this because I know it doesn't appeal to everybody, but this is more so for, the next generation of hockey fans who typically get their content, whether it's on Twitch or on TikTok, and they're, watching live character animators. Plus, I think it's great to represent some pretty high-tech content, considering that we're here in the capital of Silicon Valley. So I appreciate the love. Woo! Here come the Sharks. Almost had an opportunity there. Finally get their first shot on goal. Or that should be their second shot, pardon me. Yep, second shot on goal. Another solid opportunity. So even though the Sharks haven't had many shot attempts, the last 2 were some prime scoring opportunities, man. Ooh, Anderson with the huge freaking missile blast from the point. Ooh, Henry Thrun with the great shoulder check. I love that. Beautifully timed shoulder check. Oh, Warren Foegele scores. 2-0 LA Kings right now. Warren Foegele gets his second goal of the season. That went down in 8 minutes and 47 seconds via a poke check. So they're just the epitome of how the Kings are essentially just parking in front of freaking Mackenzie Blackwood. So Foegele pretty much makes it happen. So I was just praising Henry Thrun on having a clean shoulder check on Foegele against the boards, made his body bounce off the glass, but then Foegele ends up eventually winning that battle behind the Sharks trapezoid, takes a shot on net. He has Henry Thrun on him. Henry Thrun was on his hip, but he takes a shot on Mackenzie Blackwood, finds his own rebound, and just pokes it in. Now it's 2-0 after 10 shots. Foegele, a.k.a. McLovin. Oh, my goodness. I think McLovin goes to Marc-Andre Fleury now. Did you all see that during the Halloween party? He dressed up. All right, emotion starting to run high. Looks like Luke Cunning is dropping the gloves, and they're swinging them. Cunning and Lee, our first fight of the night. Cunning and Lee. Lee tackles him to the ground, but Cunning has some good freaking licks. He connected several times. Man, this is going to be a tough game. So those, it looks like they're going to give both Luke Cunning and Andre Lee, the two guys that are just boxing each other right now in the King Zone. I imagine it's going to be roughing, maybe instigating, but they're both getting 2 minors. So it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey right now for the next 2 minutes. So when players get a penalty in hockey, they get to sit in the sin bin, the penalty box, and think about what they've done. When it's a minor penalty, it's typically a 2-minute penalty, so it's 2 minutes. The fact that these are a penalty to both teams, it's just going to be 4-on-4. But usually what happens, and I'm explaining this for the hockey fans, or for those in the chat, pardon me, those in the stream who are new to hockey. Usually when there's a penalty and one team commits it, then the other team will be awarded what's called a power play, which is a man advantage. They'll have like essentially an extra player. They don't get an extra player. They just have an extra player because the player that commits the penalty goes to the penalty box. He's on the ice. Right now, it looks like outside of fighting, I'm guessing maybe roughing or instigating. All right, there we go. I was about to say, why is it showing as a 4-on-4 penalty? It looks like the NHL corrected that and they took it away. All right. So it should be even strength. Yeah, it's even strength. All right, and even strength means 5-on-5 for those of you who are new to hockey here. All right, we're midway through this first period. The San Jose Sharks are trailing the LA Kings right now. A score of 2-0. LA Kings are able to find 2 goals off of 10 shots in this first period. San Jose Sharks, here we go. 2-on-1 opportunity. Dellandrea had an opportunity to slot. Oh my gosh. That was bad. Was that Fiala? Oh my gosh. So Fiala from the LA Kings not only does a diving poke check to break up a 2-on-1 opportunity, but then he, pretty much robs Dellandrea, but then he rocks him. But the Sharks still maintain pressure, but my gosh, the Kings have come to play tonight. It's been one of the most physical games I've in recent memory between these two squads. I mean, it usually is. All right, we're looking at 90 live viewers. Welcome to the 90 plus people here in the live stream. This is Shark City Hockey's watch along party. Sharks are taking on the Kings, looking for that first victory. They're looking for the first dub, but they're trailing 2-0 right now in the first period. I want to thank you all for coming through on this live stream presented by Shark City Hockey, your go-to source for San Jose Sharks fandom. And because of y'all, again, for another consecutive night, you've made this the #1 trending live stream in Sharks territory. And another effing goal. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is starting to get out of hand. This is starting to get out of hand. Vogel scores another goal back to back. So that's his 3rd goal of the season. I got a lack of California love comment. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. I don't know if Granlund is screening Blackwood and he can't see him. Like, Granlund's like hugging his defender. He's also struggling to clear the top of the crease for Blackwood, but either way. Wow. Repping Cali? Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Thank you to everybody who's chiming in, whether you're a Kings fan, a Sharks fan, or a brand new fan of hockey in general. I'm Aaron James. They've blown the whistle, got a TV timeout. Thank gosh, because the Sharks could use a rest. While you're here, please consider liking and subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you don't like or subscribe to this channel, there's a chance you're a Vegas Knights fan. If you're watching us on X or Twitter, please double tap that screen and make it rain hearts. Let everybody know that, regardless of the score, you still have love for Team Teal. Warren Fogle gets his third goal this season at 11 minutes and 36 seconds. Tipped in for 3-0 LA Kings. Let's revisit these three goals. So 4 minutes and 31 seconds in, you had Jordan Spence score his first goal of the season. Primary assist from Moore. Secondary assist by Denault of the Kings. So the way that went down was the LA Kings were able to maintain possession right at the top of their blue line. They do cross in the Sharks zone, and it looks like Moore finds Jordan Spence at the let's see, that would be blocker side or glove side of Mackenzie Blackwood, so to his left. And with a snapshot, the defenseman gets his first goal of the season. So defenseman jumps on a 3-on-2 opportunity, beats Blackwood, blasts a puck past Andrea as well. As far as that second goal goes, that again, it was a battle between Fogle and Will Smith that really started with Smith kind of checking Fogle. Smith committed to Fogle, committed to the body. Like to see that, but Fogle just beat him, plain and simple. He out hustled him, and he got the puck around from the trapezoid to the front of the net, took a shot, got his own rebound. Next thing you know, it's 2-0, and just right now, Fogle, third goal of the season. So back-to-back goals for the guy, as they're calling him McLovin, Kings fans. Primary assist by Clark, secondary assist by LeFerrier. So it's getting out of hand quite early here. We'll see what happens if this is going to be like freaking the Winnipeg Jets. The Winnipeg Jets lit up the Sharks last Friday. Blackwood allowed like 5 or 4 goals, I think, in that first period. Wasn't benched until the second period when he allowed the 5th goal. This is tough. Right now, the Kings are averaging a goal per 4 shots. So, shots on goal right now, as it stands, 3 for the Sharks, 14 for the LA Kings, if I'm reading this right. The Kings just pretty much had the Sharks standing still and chasing. I think that I don't want to place blame, but this is all on Granlund. So Granlund, for some reason, is playing defense. Eklund and Toffoli are kind of chasing the puck up top in the zone. For some reason, Cody Ceci elects to defend the slot and leave Granlund back trying to clear the crease. That makes absolutely 0 sense. Granlund was struggling to clear the crease, and that really created a screen opportunity, man. So it is what it is. So let's see. All 3 goals so far for the Kings. Oh, forget them right now really quick. Toffoli got the freaking puck. He's trying to make something happen. Eklund now holding that puck against the bottom of the boards. Has the puck in his skate. But the Kings win that battle. Oh my gosh. And they dump it deep down the Shark zone. So 2 of these goals for the Kings have came within like 7 feet of the net. So you got 2 goals within 7 feet. So they're happening just right there, man. Just right in front of Mackenzie Blackwood. Only that goal by Spence was like 30 feet away. That occurred like right in the face-off circle. So, man, the Sharks they're struggling right now. They're struggling not just to keep up with the pace of the Kings, but they're struggling with like keeping that crease clear, man. And it's really starting to show. They gotta do. I don't know if they have to just collapse in front of the net or what, but it's looking pretty bad. All right, another TV timeout. At this point, I don't know if it's helping the Sharks or hurting them, because I'm pretty sure they will love nothing more than to get out of this first period and get into the locker room and reset, re-strategize, and try to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. He said Sharks are going down. That's the way it seems right now, man. That's the way it seems. I'm not giving up on my boys. I never do. I'm a firm believer the game isn't over until it is over. Until that third period, time says 000. I'm gonna believe my Sharks have a chance. So, bad news, we're down 3-0. Good news, we got 45 more minutes of hockey ahead of us. Ooh-wee. All right. Nice face-off win by the Sharks deep in their zone. Let's see if they can generate some offense. All we really need is a goal before this period ends to try to get ourselves back in this game. 2 goals obviously would be superb. But, I mean, you got to ask, got to start somewhere. So, starts with 1. Let's go. Here comes Ruda. Dumps it down. Not Tyler Toffoli, but Barclay Goodrow's down there. The Kings are able to clear it out. They got lucky. That wasn't icing. All right. Resetting. Ferraro dumps it deep. Looks like Grunstrom's down there with Dellandrea. Looks like Clem Constant is on the ice as well. So the Sharks are in the midst of a line change. They got partial 3rd and 4th liners out there. Clem Constant's down there. Either that or maybe Ryan Rosofsky made some changes on the fly and is going to change up this lineup. It wouldn't hurt. Vogel is out there again. He's on hat-trick watch. And dang, LaFerriere almost freaking made it 4-0. Sharks are starting to get all right. That looked like a high sticking on Nico Sturm. If he's bleeding, that's a double minor. Is he bleeding? Nope. Looks like just a double minor, or excuse me, just a minor, not a double minor. So at 4:05 in this first period, the Sharks are going to get their first opportunity on the power play. So to the Sharks' credit, they haven't committed a penalty so far. Thank goodness. So the first true power play of the game is going to go to the San Jose Sharks. Obviously, Andre Lee and Luke Cunnin were given a penalty for fighting. But this is the first power play of this game, and the Sharks have been awarded it. So far, the Sharks have been playing a disciplined game. However, they need to play a little bit more aggressively to get back in this game. But it starts right here on the power play. So with the Sharks on the power play, it's time for us to get behind our boys. So type chomp in the chat or leave a shark emoji. Thank you, thank you. Got some fans ready. Let's go Sharks. Someone said, check the score, my guy. I am aware of the score. We just need one. Yep, without a doubt. All right, let's go. Eklund now brings it in with Toffoli. Sharks are trying to set up their power play unit here. Granlund, Toffoli, Eklund are out there. The Sharks usually have a fourth forward out there on these power play units. I'm looking at Thompson. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Oh my gosh, the Sharks are they're melting. They are absolutely just melting down. They're breaking down in front of their freaking own zone on the power play. There's three guys just swiveling around like a freaking... Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Two prime chances for the Kings right now on the penalty kill. Down low in front of McKenzie. All right, let's go Sharks. Thompson finally gets a freaking shot on goal. Let's go. That's hilarious, man. Well played, well played. I knew I'd set myself up for that, but it's all good. I'm not going to repeat it, but y'all can read it. LA King in here is feeling it. All right, Cunnin now. Back to Wallman at the point. Wallman throws it toward the net. That goes off the post. My gosh. If posts were goals, we'd had 4 of them in the last 2 games. Sharks hit the iron again. Daniel Gushin now trying to make something happen, but you're not going to skate through the players, man. Come on. I think that's it. That is it. Sharks' first power play is... they pretty much killed the power play themselves by poorly handling the puck and not having any defensive awareness, allowing the penalty kill unit for the Kings to get deep and low and for some reason control the puck. Here's an opportunity for the Sharks. Turnover. Sturm ran into Riddick. I thought that shot knocked him down for a second, but Sturm ran him over. Riddick, of course, is the goaltender for the Kings. About 90 seconds or so, approaching 60 seconds remaining in the first period. There we go. Interception. Nice in the neutral zone. Sharks shot and a save by Riddick. Winberg, that was great, man. Great chance. So the Sharks are they're kind of picking up the pace here a little bit. They're kind of woken up. You know what I'm saying? They're no longer starstruck in LA. But man, you know, they're a little bit more lively here. So that's kind of promising to see as they now registered 8 shots on goal. So let's go. Let's just get one of these in the twine. Let's just get one of these in the net. See if we could just make it a little bit less of a higher mountain to climb in the second period. Power outage. Man, I'm digging your puns tonight, brother. That's pretty hilarious. All right, icing against the Kings. So Sharks are going to have an opportunity with less than a minute to set up some offensive pressure deep in the Kings zone. Quick reminder, when we go to intermission here, we will kind of cover some of the scores going on around the league, as well as, you know, the box score of this first period in this game. We will take a brief break, a brief moment, go collect some snacks, go get some beverages, and come back for the watch long party. We'll just be taking maybe a quick 2-3 minute break, and then we'll come back and talk about this first period and what's going on around the league. Sounds like Sharks are trailing right now 3-0. It appears as if that's, unless they allow another goal right now as LA sets up, it looks like that's how it's going to end. Another high stick by the Kings, so the Sharks have another opportunity on the power play. All right, so this could go 2 ways. Either 1, we score before this period's over, or 2, we begin the freaking second period on the man advantage if we can't manage to get a goal in the next 30 seconds. So another chance to type chomp chomp. Of course, that's paying homage to the dun that you hear at the Shark Tank when the Sharks do go on a power play. Either that or put a shark emoji in the comment section, in the chat. That was straight up offsides by a mile by Wenberg. I appreciate the urgency though. Wenberg wasn't aware of that there was another teammate like 15 feet deep in the zone and tried to carry that puck into the past the blue line. So another face-off happening right outside the LA Kings blue line. Granlund down the face-off circle, and that's going to pretty much do the period. That's it for the period. All right, so the San Jose Sharks will have the man advantage to start the first period as the LA Kings cleared it all the way to waste the rest of the period. It will be a minute and 23 seconds remaining on that power play. So when we come back, we'll talk about the first period action and everything else that's going on around the league. So until then, enjoy some rock, and we'll be right back here on Shark City Hockey's Watch Along Party. I'm Aaron James, and we'll be right back in just a moment, all right?
The Holland Tunnel, the midnight train. I need to dump somebody. I'm out to stake my claim. Straight up ahead, I'm a radical. 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 Oh, in a Bowery basement, underneath my knife. We are the politicians. We shaping lives. Straight up ahead, I'm a radical. 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 This ain't no big screen movie. Nobody fooling around. So tonight's gonna be your big break. We're gonna write your story down. From the fields of Mississippi.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back.
Freight yards of Chicago.
Let's go into the intermission here now.
To the deserts of El Paso. That's where I write my revolution.
Someone said Screamville Robots.
So many
I see we got a couple of haters out there. It's all good.
nations.
Still the number one trending live stream in Sharks territory. We ain't worried about it. I think the LA fans and some of the other hockey fans that like to join our live watch parties might be making the home crowd feel some type of way. But hey, guess what, man? This is a community for hockey fans. We typically do have other fan bases up in here enjoying the action. So it's on YouTube or on X. I am Aaron James, creative at Shark City Hockey, and your host for this watch party and live reaction to the action that is the San Jose Sharks facing off against the LA Kings. Let's go into the intermission stats now, why don't we? So, that is not right. They are not Anaheim, so pardon me as I correct that really quick. It's all live, baby, so sometimes something slips in between the cracks. So let's finish that. Be a little bit respectful to our Southern California rivalry here. Boom, there it is. All right. So, shots on goal. Let's see if that's actually legitimate. Sometimes they do change in the midst of a period. But as it stands right now, 7 shots on goal for the San Jose Sharks, 17 for the LA Kings. The face-off percentage, the face-off dot is kind of being dominated. If there's one positive you want to look at, Sharks fans, by the Team Teal, 57.1% of the face-offs are going their way. Sharks have had 2 power play opportunities. They are in the midst of a power play right now. So the first penalty awarded, true penalty awarded, not counting the Andre Lee and Luke Cunningham fight that went down at 9 minutes and 17 seconds of the first period, was against Trevor Lewis for high sticking against Nico Sturm. So check this out. We've been talking about this on this live stream for the past couple of games, that the biggest problem with the San Jose Sharks is that they are playing undisciplined hockey, specifically poor stick play. So it looks like that seems to be rubbing off on the Kings, because they took they committed 2 back-to-back high-sticking penalties. So Andre Kempe high-sticked Cody Ceci at 19 minutes and 23 seconds, which is why the Sharks are starting the second period with a man advantage for give or take, it looks like 83 seconds. So it's a very physical game. San Jose Sharks have 16 hits. LA Kings have 10. Blocked shots, Sharks have 3. LA Kings have 5. Giveaways, 4 for the Sharks, 9 for the Kings. So toward the end of that period, the Sharks did start to take away that puck and do some interceptions. So I was liking that. And takeaways is 3 for Sharks, 2 for the LA Kings. Your goal scorers are all on the freaking Kings bench. Jordan Spence gets his first of the season. The young 23-year-old right shot defenseman, I believe, if I got the age correctly, gets his first goal of the season via snapshot. That snapshot occurred, let's see, how far was that away? That snapshot occurred about 30 feet away from Mackenzie Blackwood. The other 2 goals, both scored, who's now on hat trick watch, unfortunately. Warren Fogle was scored like within 7 feet in front of freaking Blackwood. So Fogle first beat out Henry Thrun, had a good battle against him. And, I was kind of praising Thrun there, but he just really outcompeted him in the trapezoid and got a rebound to his own shot. And then, if I'm not mistaken, he had a tip in because he was just winning that positioning battle against Granlund. For some reason was defending the top of the crease. I don't know what Cody Ceci was doing. Cody Ceci was high in the slot, leaving Granlund back there to try to clear the crease against Warren Fogle, and that's not an easy task. He's a 204-pound, 6'2" left winger. So just some prime positioning there. And, he tips it in, gets a second of the evening. So 3-0, LA Kings as it stands right now. Again, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can be a part of the conversation by dropping a comment in the chat, as such as I'm doing. What's up? Let's go Sharks. Beat LA. Or you could do so on Twitter, where a lot of our audience likes to chime in from. So maybe we should put the hashtag BLA. So be a part of the show. All right. Thank you to everybody who's been chiming in since the start of the program. We are still strong right now. It's intermission, but we have 83 live viewers at the moment. I want to say thank you to everyone for making this the #1 live stream in Sharks territory. Now we're going to go into just quickly look at the goal scorers so y'all can see them with yourselves. Your score check is as follows: 3-0, 3-0. We're just doing that. And welcome to the stream. 3-0. We also get a lot of fans who like to sports bet in here. So on that note, here are your goal scorers. Let me just blow that up a little bit more for y'all. There you go. So it's been all LA so far. All right, we're going to move along here. While I leave that up for y'all who just want to know the score of the game and who did the damage, we're going to look into the league, the rest of the games being played tonight. We have some good action going on tonight. It looks like 9 total games around the league. Let's start with the ones that are still being played. So you got the Carolina Hurricanes right now. They have a 3-2 edge over the Calgary Flames. Carolina Hurricanes are playing on the road against Calgary. Less than 5 minutes remain in that game, in which the Flames, they were trailing by a 1-goal deficit to most recently Pittsburgh at home, and they found a way to bring it to overtime. So if you're watching that game, don't give up on them just quite yet. Obviously, being in our division, I love nothing more than to see Brent Burns' new team, former Shark, win that game. In the second period, the Winnipeg Jets, who, just as we're speaking, they just scored a goal to give themselves a 2-1 lead over the Seattle Kraken. So Seattle Kraken is now trailing at home with less than 5 minutes to go in the second period. Just a quick reminder for anybody who may want to know one more time. There's about 5 minutes remaining in the intermission here. The first intermission in LA, where the Kings have a 3-0 lead over the Sharks. Some final scores from around the league. The Boston Bruins fell to the Dallas Stars at home by a score of 5-2. The St. Louis Blues go into Toronto and completely mop up the Maple Leafs 5-1. New Jersey falls on the road to Detroit Red Wings by a score of 5-3. The Tampa Bay Lightning fall at home to the visiting Minnesota Wild 4-2. Your defending Stanley Cup champions, Florida Panthers, not my champions, just kidding. They defeat the New York Rangers in the Big Apple by a score of 3-1. And the Avalanche completely smother the Utah Hockey Club 5-1 in Salt Lake City. All right. We have about 4 minutes remaining in this intermission. So I'm going to crank up the tunes a little bit more. Give the voice and the vocals a quick rest. And we're going to come back with the second period here on the... oh, boy. Hopefully, the night the Sharks can get their first dub. I'm Aaron James. This is Shark City Hockey's live watch-along and real-time reaction to the action. Sharks versus Kings for the first time this season. LA and the Sharks play 4 times. So we got 4 games in the season series. And it's going to be about 5 more days, as I just mentioned at the beginning of the stream, in which the Kings will be playing against the Sharks again. So in 5 days, next Tuesday, the Sharks will be in San Jose for the second game of the series. About a couple days before Thanksgiving, on the 25th of November. It's going to be the third game of the series in San Jose. And then the last game of the series, the fourth, will be in LA on March 30th. So we'll be seeing the Kings again shortly here in about 5 days. But right now, we're really concerned about the next 40 minutes in this first matchup of the season. All right, before I go on a quick break, let's just take a look at some of the comments here. I'm here for the Kings. Will you show the Red Wings and Kings on November 16th? More than likely not, my friend, because after all, this is a presentation of Shark City Hockey, your go-to source for San Jose Sharks fandom. But again, you can catch the Kings and the Sharks with us here on... Well, the next time we'll be covering the Kings to be 100 with you would more than likely be on March 30th, because our live watch parties commence mainly on road games. Why? Because your boy here will be at the tank for every home game this season. So if you want some unique coverage, I encourage you all, especially Sharks fans, follow us on social media at Shark City Hockey, and you get some more Sharks fandom content for your feed or for your page. All right, step aside briefly here. About 2 minutes remaining for the intermission, so I'll get my snack on and get some agua and get ready for the second frame of this game. All right, so you all go ahead and chat amongst yourselves. We'll be right back. All right, so here's a fun fact. San Jose Sharks have some, and the LA Kings have some family members playing against each other tonight. So it looks as if Fabian Zetterlund is playing against his cousin, Andre Lee. Ironic enough, Andre Lee went to the box for fighting his cousin's line mate, Luke Cunnin. So apparently Zetterlund and Lee are cousins. The more you know. I had no clue. So shout out to San Jose Sharks for posting on their social media. Again, if you're following us on social media at Shark City Hockey, especially on X/Twitter or Instagram, you find some unique Sharks fandom content there. Quick shout out to everybody who's watching here right now. We're slightly just maybe like one viewer away from 90 live viewers at this moment. And that's kind of been the trend. We've been trending toward 90, 100 live viewers for almost every stream, whether it's our live watch long parties or our live Eventide sports talk show that talks about everything that San Jose Hockey has to offer. And we even got close to 100 during our last live edition of Frostbitten, our flagship podcast covering the San Jose Sharks. So you can find that whole collection in two places, either sharkcityhockey.com, and you can find the audio collection to it, and of course the videos archives right there on the front page. Or if you're on YouTube, you can check it out on our playlist. If you are not following us already, I would really appreciate that you consider following, liking this stream, and helping us grow the channel. We really do appreciate everybody's primary assist in reaching our goals. And of course, without you, this wouldn't be the #1 trending live stream in Sharks territory. And, without you, honestly, I just appreciate you all, just adding to the vibes of the show is all I'm trying to get at. Super, super grateful for you all. Thank you for spending some time with us, especially for, the Eventide show late nights or for this game. And here we go. Game on. Oh, Sharks are on the power play. They got about a minute remaining, maybe less. Second period action has begun. Let's go, baby. Sharks trying to enter that zone. They dump it deep. And they are not able to win the race to the puck. So they reset and try again. And a nasty freaking turnover. My gosh. The LA Kings. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. My bad, guys. The amount of one-on-one opportunities that the freaking Kings have generated on the Sharks power play is maddening. It is maddening. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're getting closer to 100 live viewers at the moment. So for those of you who are just chiming in, welcome to Shark City Hockey's watch along party. Sharks are looking for that first dub of the season. They just committed their first penalty of the game. So far, it's been high sticking calls, back-to-back high sticking calls to the Kings in that last period. So I don't think it really mattered. I don't think, not that it mattered to our power play, but the Kings have been generating shorthanded opportunities like crazy on those two opportunities the Sharks had on a man advantage. So 4-on-4 for a little bit, then the Kings will get the man advantage because Jake Wallman got called for tripping against Jordan Spence at 53 seconds in the second period. And there we are again, trending with that undisciplined poor stick play penalty. The Sharks have been called for tripping and high sticking for more than I could count on both my hands in the last few games. So here they are. Their PK unit is out there now. So dangerous is Kings power play considering how they are even strength. Let's see if the Sharks have some shorthanded. Oh my goodness. Luke Cunnin took a shot to the freaking midsection with block shot and he's hurt. He's hurt. I mean, I'm sure he'll remain in the game, but he's going straight to the bench. So line change on the PK. I guess for what it's worth, Sharks on a penalty kill, so leave a type defend in the chat or leave a hammer, any kind of tool for time to go to work. Leave an emoji. I think the Sharks are going to kill this penalty off, and they do. So good work by the Sharks. Big shout out to Luke Cunnin for freaking putting his body on the line to block that shot. I don't know if that was intentional or he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. All right. It's time to wake up, guys. Let's go. I think the boys are going to be tired by the end of this 60 minutes because they are being worked tonight. We've had some formidable opponents in the last, 7 games of the season, but none that have been bringing it like the Kings are tonight. And again, they can just be super juiced because they're in their home opener tonight. And then, being a division rival, I'm sure they're going to bring it. But damn, they've been faster. They've kind of been tougher. They've been bullying their way around the top of the crease. They've been making our power play unit look like they're down a man. It's been crazy, man. It's been unique nonetheless. But again, I'm not giving up on my squad. We still got a lot of hockey left, and we'll see the tide could turn for the San Jose Sharks. All right, as they set up, Ruda to Ferraro the blue point. Ferraro throws it off the boards. I cannot stand that play. My gosh, that's getting so old. But let's see what they got. My bad. I'll go into that. I'll elaborate on that in a second. Okay. So Ruda takes a shot. It's blocked, and the puck comes all the way back to Mackenzie Blackwood. Ferraro has this nasty habit of fake shotting it, but making it like a pass off the boards, and more likely than not, it just becomes a turnover. I really wish he'd just throw the puck on the freaking net. Just throw it on the net. You might get a lucky bounce. Anything can happen, but anything's better than a fake shot pass attempt off the boards after half ball just to give it to your freaking opponents. Anyways. Come on. Let's go, Sharks. All right, Sharks in the midst of a change, but here comes the Kings. Glove saved by Mackenzie Blackwood. Ooh-wee, the first 5 minutes plus of this second period have been scary. All right, we'll see what the Sharks would do. This is going to get out of hand. So right now, face-off is deep in the Sharks zone. They need to score, or else this is going to like. I mean, it's already out of hand. It's already out of pocket. They need to score. All right, here comes Goodrow, baby. Goodrow and icing on the Kings. I am watching in person, brother. Well, not in person. Like, I'm not at the crypto.com arena. I'm here in San Jose, California. That's where this live stream is coming from. Right here in the heart of Sharks territory. And, pardon me as I'm munching really quick. Get a little power snack. Yeah, I'm just watching the home broadcast and doing my live reactions and watch along with the rest of y'all out there. When the Sharks are at home, I'm in the stands cheering them on. And for most of the games, when they're on the road, I'm right here with the rest of y'all cheering them on the watch party. Oh, goodness gracious! LA Kings had a freaking almost lucky bounce in front of the crease where the Kings have been making themselves at home. And that could have almost been a fourth goal against. Sharks are being outshot right now 20-7. Come on, baby. We need some momentum swing here ASAP.
Here we go again. The party don't end. Wanna get ill, just bring a few friends. Might spit a few bars, might make a few ends. Ahead of my time, I might set a few trends. Hip hop, don't stop, rock like tick tock. Don't stop the clock till break of dawn till the early morning.
Oh my goodness. Wow. LA Kings are right there. Just, dude, they have the fact that they have so much time to like stick handle the puck right at the freaking crease at the left side, glove hand side of Mackenzie Blackwood, and they have so much time to stick handle the puck, you know, back and forth from tape to tape on the blade, and then try to pass across the crease for the one-time opportunity is wow. That's all I'm gonna say. Where are my defenders at, baby? All right, here comes Grudstrom. He has good row, but that shot gets blocked. the Sharks were losing. They've lost some pretty bad games, but it would be for probably lack of effort or, just defeating themselves by taking so many penalties. But tonight, with the way this is going on, they're just being out. They're just looking like they're just being outskilled, outcompeted. So we'll see, though. I do like what play-by-play announcer Randy Hahn had just mentioned a moment ago on the home broadcast. This is the LA Kings' first game at home, so obviously, they're going all out, probably being energized by this home crowd. Another shot opportunity blocked by Blackwood, thank goodness. But he mentioned that they lost to Ottawa in overtime on the road, 8-7. So what you're telling me is that there's a chance. We'll see, baby. All right, milestone. We are at 100 live viewers at the moment. Thank you to everybody. Because of you, this is the #1 live stream in Sharks territory. And that was almost a goal by Eklund. Wide open net for William Eklund. LA Kings took a good penalty on there because William Eklund's about to bury that. But Kyle Burrows, out of all the people, Kyle Burrows, the ex-Shark, prevents William Eklund from scoring a goal by taking the penalty. When you take penalties to prevent a sure goal, those are good penalties. When you take penalties that kill your power play for the Sharks, for example, bad penalties. But Kyle Burrows, man, shuts down William Eklund by committing a penalty. He's called for hooking at 8 minutes and 37 seconds of the second period, which means it's now time for Sharks power play. Drop a shark emoji in the chat or type chomp in the chat. The Sharks cannot afford to let this power play be killed by the Kings. They need to convert on this power play ASAP. Also be a good chance to just start putting pucks on the net and catch up in the shots on goal total right now as the Kings and Sharks are on a TV timeout. Kings have a 22 shots on goal registered and the Sharks have 8. So this would be a good moment to start pouring it on. Put that rubber puck on the freaking net. Love to see it hit the twine in the back. All right, here we go. Game on. That was a good opportunity, man. Man, Eklund. Honestly, I gotta give goaltender for LA Kings Riddick some credit because he did get his David Riddick of the Kings. He did get his the toe of his skate on that puck. I mean, William Eklund would have more than likely scored if he didn't have Burrows hooking on him. But nonetheless, he was still able to get that shot off. So here we go. Sharks power play, baby. So thank you to the 92 people tuning in on X/Twitter, and thank you to everybody else on YouTube. We are at 102 live viewers right now, so because of you, this is again the #1 trending live stream in Sharks territory. Let's go. Sharks setting up a power play. Toffoli with the one-time opportunity. Big save by Riddick, unfortunately. Wenberg, Toffoli, Eklund, and Gralin are your forwards out there. I'm more than certain Thompson is out there with them on the blue line. Yes, he is. Sharks top power play unit out there trying to set it up. Here's Toffoli with a nice look. Toffoli looks. He tries to deke. The Sharks. Oh my gosh! How did the Sharks not bury that? Tyler Toffoli completely undresses David Riddick, and the Sharks were unable to slam home a puck on a wide open net. And finally, my bad. Woo! I was about to say, Thank goodness. My bad, man. That was getting crazy. Mikhail Gralin finally stops the freaking bleeding. Finally. Beats Riddick top shelf, man. That looks like it was about 30 feet away. Nice little snapshot from the face-off circle. Beats Riddick's glove side. Goes top shelf. And we got ourselves a Sharks goal, baby. Sharks goal on a power play. Let's type it in there. Everybody type in goal in the chat or leave a red siren / light emoji. Mikhail Gralin gets his second goal of the season. I think that's his second goal in his last 2 games, and it's his second straight power play goal because he scored on the power play the last game. So 2 goals on the power play. Congratulations, Mikhail Gralin on the second goal of the season. That comes at 10 minutes and 5 seconds, so halfway through this game in the second period. Scores now 3-1. Kings still have a 2-goal insurance lead, but Jack Thompson, second assist of the season, got the primary assist on Gralin's goal, and Alexander Wenberg gets his first assist of the season, secondary assist on that goal. So Wenberg to Thompson to Gralin, who scores. Power play goal for the Sharks. Let's do this. Yeah, TV timeout, even better. Sharks get a power play goal, and now we get a nice little rest. Finally, baby. Finally. Sharks goal. Looks like we got some people here checking out their, it looks like they're falling for their bets. Some people need a goal from the Kings, maybe the Sharks. Pardon me. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Sounds like Sharks finally make it interesting. They get their first goal of the game. Let's see if we could come back, baby. It ain't over till it's over. And I'm going to be here with the rest of y'all to see this thing through. I am Aaron James, creative at Shark City Hockey. You are watching the Shark City Hockey watch along party with live reactions to the action as the Sharks are taking on the LA Kings for the first game in this season series, first of 4. And the Sharks are looking to get their first dub of the season. Right now they're looking at a 0-5-2 record, while the Kings are 3-2-2, playing their first game at home in Crypto.com Arena. So let's hope that the Sharks to freaking find their way back in this one. At least one more goal before the end of this period will be really sweet. Obviously, tying it up will be best. All right, let's go, baby. By the way, if you're new to this stream, please consider liking and subscribing. If you don't like this video, there's a chance that you're a Vegas fan. If you're watching this on X and Twitter, please double tap that screen and make it rain hearts and let everybody else know who's watching along with you that you love the team Teal. You love the Sharks. All right, here we go. It's about time. A renewed sense of purpose by San Jose. They dump the puck deep. DeAndrea has a little more speed. Oh, what a collision. That's just physics there. My bad. DeAndrea and I didn't see who it was in the Kings uniform. They both collided in the trapezoid and they both bounced off and hit the ice like simultaneously, like almost in sync. That's just physics there. I forgot who produced it, what channel it was on. This was like a long time ago, but they were like measuring like the impacts of hits, like what's the hardest hit in all sports, and they were measuring like boxing blows to the body. They were measuring football tackles. They're even measuring sumo wrestlers when they collide. And out of all the hits, a hockey hit is the hardest hit in all major sports. Why? because more often than not, the hit occurs against the glass slash the plexiglass, but it occurs against the boards. And what it does is that plexiglass absorbs that energy and redirects it right back into you. So you'll get hit, and then that energy will go through you into the freaking plexiglass, which will then redirect it right back to you. So that's exactly what that looked like moments ago when both players collided in the trapezoid and then fell to the ice. Anyways, the more you know. Daniel Gushin, one of the prized young players Sharks Terry as of late, gets called for hooking. So some poor stick play by the Sharks. Again, I've been saying this, the amount of hooking and tripping calls you could count on both your hands and maybe even your toes. So just when the Sharks were starting to build upon something positive, they are now on the penalty kill. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Sharks got to go to work, so leave a work emoji, leave a flex emoji, or type defend in the chat as the Sharks are trying to kill off their third penalty. Pardon me. They had a penalty. They have 4 penalties technically on the game, but one of them is for fighting, so coinciding penalties doesn't count. So here we are, third power play attempt for the Kings. The Sharks have had 3 penalties themselves, and they just converted on one of them, on one of the power plays. You type Kopitar. Are you predicting who's going to get the next goal? That's hilarious. All right, Sharks are looking good so far in this penalty kill. About 30 seconds remaining. Again, my live stream is about 30 seconds ahead from my TV broadcast, so if it seems a little delayed, please excuse it. I'm referring to my reactions. But it looks like the Sharks are going to kill off this power play, which is great because then that's going to make them 0 for 3 on the PK tonight. All right, Cunnin now. Cunnin making some good chances. Sharks now starting to look good on the PK. I like that. Kind of mimicking the Kings from earlier. All right, William Eklund drives it to the net. Looks like that was poke checked away from Riddick. I think they tried to register it as a shot on goal, but that definitely was chipped away from the goalie stick. That's it. Sharks defend. Defend the net, defend the freaking goalie. Even strength. Just under 6 minutes remaining in this second period here. All right, I think Sharks need a line change for sure. Oh, Mackenzie Blackwood, man, dangerously handling that puck. All right, let's go, baby. Eklund to Foley and Winberger out there. The run is out there too. He's pinching. So is Zetterlund. That must be Thompson then. That's not Winberg. Pardon me. What happened? All right, so looks like there's another couple of penalties called. Right now, NHL is showing Tyler Toffoli only, but the home broadcast says it's penalties against the Kings and the Sharks. I really hope that's true, because if this is just a freaking penalty against Tyler Toffoli, we're giving the Kings another opportunity right now, right after just killing off a penalty, to go right back on the power play. So Yep. All right. So we got coinciding minors here. So Tanner Genit gets called for a minor. Tyler Toffoli got called for slashing, and Tanner Genit, or G-Knots, pardon me, got called for high sticking. So both of the Sharks, both players, pardon me, will be going into the penalty box, and the Sharks and the Kings will have some 4-on-4 action for the next 2 minutes. All right. Every time I see a freaking Macklin Celebrini commercial, man, cannot wait for him to come back. Cannot wait for him to come back. All right, our Kings fans are being vocal and welcome to, Sharks territory. This is obviously a place to chill and talk hockey and react to the action. So I appreciate you all here stopping by. What an interesting sequence. So Toffoli slashes twice, and then Tanner Genit looked like he tried to fight off a check from Toffoli. It looks like Toffoli was mad at him for some reason. But when he tried to fight off that check, he got Toffoli with the high stick. But thank goodness, because that could have easily been pretty nasty for us, being shorthanded again. We'll see how well the Sharks do with all that open ice. 4-on-4 action. My bad, I was switching up the music there. All right, about 5 minutes remaining or less in this second period. Oh my goodness, William Eklund tried to freaking check one of the puck carriers for LA, and he ended up taking out Wenberg. This is your first Sharks game? Are you at the when you say it's your first Sharks game, you mean it's the first Sharks game you're watching, or are you actually at the game in LA? You asked earlier, right, if I was watching in person. So are you watching in person? Because that'd be pretty amazing, man. Pardon all the background noise, guys. I gotta get some snacks in. It's been a long game. All right, fair enough. Well, thank you for spending some time watching along with us here, and all the other fans in Sharks territory, and obviously some LA fans as well. So I appreciate you stopping by here to do the watch along party with Shark City Hockey, the go-to source for San Jose Sharks fandom. Here we go. The LA Kings are starting to, take advantage of all this open ice. That slap shot goes off the post, so thank goodness Blackwood's best friend, the red post, showed up, made a save for us. Oh, man. Come on. So quick shout out to everybody watching right now along with us here. We're looking at over a dozen on YouTube and close to 100 on Twitter/X. So thank you. Because of you, this is the #1 trending live stream in Sharks territory. I know I keep saying it, but it's just my little nod to all of you out there for coming through and, you know, giving a primary assist in Shark City Hockey's goals, which of course is again to be your go-to source for Sharks fandom. I'm Aaron James, creative at Shark City Hockey. Please consider subscribing and liking and all that jazz. I really appreciate it, guys. Here we go. Just under 3 minutes remaining in this second frame. Appreciate everybody's compliments and words of encouragement as well. Appreciate the new subscribers. Appreciate the liking of the video, the stream. Appreciate the compliments about the CGI, as they say, not CGI, pardon me, AI. Okay, it's not CGI, it's not AI. It's live character animator, but I understand everyone's confusion because in today's day and age, AI is taking over everything. But this is actually live character animator, so I appreciate the compliments and all that. At the top of the program. Appreciate the words of encouragement. All right, here we go. Sharks now, under 2 minutes remaining, trying to generate some kind of offense, trying to get at least within one before they go back to the dressing room in a second intermission. Quick reminder, when the second period is over, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk about the scores going on around the league and the box score through 2 periods in this game. Sharks are coming alive before this freaking period ends. Some quality opportunities. Tyler Toffoli now battling with the puck. Sends it to Wallman. Wallman tries to send it to the freaking net. Lucky bounce finds Tyler Toffoli in the slot. He wasn't able to get that shot off, but the Sharks are cycling. The Sharks are circling the puck. They're circling the net. They're working these Kings right now. Here we go. Sharks with a one-time blast. Oh. Almost. Keep it up. Sharks are looking good right now. Luke Cunnin now battling by the half wall. He has support. It looks like it's Goodrow out there. Sturm now on the opposite side of the half wall helps out. Wallman pinches, but the Kings are able to clear it. Wow. Now that is what we need to see out of our guys in Teal, man. That was a great shift. The best shift of this game thus far. The great shift for the Sharks. Great puck control. Great pressure. They were cycling around the net. They're keeping the Kings skating. More often than not, it's kind of surprising how the Sharks just kind of allow their opponents to stand still. They're actually making them work, getting those legs tired, keeping the goalie frantic in the crease, trying to figure out where that puck is at. We need some more of that, especially in the next period. Let's see if the Sharks can get a goal before this one's over, though, with less than a minute remaining in the second period. Great defense by Cody Cease. He intercepts a pass at the top of the crease, carries a puck, and dumps it deep in the zone. And what's happening here? Someone's getting called hooking. Is it the Kings or is it the Sharks? All right, baby. We got another Sharks power play. Just keep giving us chances, Kings. We love it. Type chomp in the chat or put a shark emoji. Sharks are on the power play. The last time they were on the power play, they scored a goal. Mikhail Granlund, second of the year, second power play goal of the year, second goal in as many games, back-to-back games with power play goals. So Sharks are 1 for 3. This is their 4th opportunity. Let's go. William Eklund now has Thompson. Wenberg. This is Granlund. Granlund, like that same spot he scored last time. He likes a pass, though. Really wish he would have pulled the trigger on that one. He should have probably snapped it on net. He elected to go for a pass in the slot. Sharks resetting now deep behind their own trapezoid. Oh, man. Thompson couldn't get it really past the blue line, so Sharks are resetting again. that's going to pretty much do it for the period as the Kings hold the Sharks off. So again, San Jose is going to start the period on the man advantage. They had a minute and I think 23 seconds to start the second period. So they'll have a minute and 4 seconds to start the third period on the power play. So let's do this, baby. Let's go. All right. As promised, we're going to take a quick break. So I'm going to turn up the tunes here. Break for a few minutes. This is your chance to go get some snacks, get something to drink, some agua, or whatever your beverage of choice is. I am Aaron James. Thank you for joining me for this watch-along party and live reaction to the action that is the San Jose Sharks facing off against the LA Kings. The Kings have a 3-1 lead going into the third period. San Jose Sharks are looking for that elusive first victory of the season, trying to prevent dropping 8 games to start the season for the second consecutive year in a row, whereas LA Kings are trying to hold off the game to get their first dub in their first home game of the season. So I'm Aaron James. This is Shark City Hockey's live stream. Thanks to all of you, the 130 live viewers at this moment, now 131 live viewers at this moment. Because of all you out there, this is the #1 trending live stream in Sharks territory. All right, thank you all. Stay tuned right here to our live stream presented by Shark City Hockey, your go-to source for San Jose Sharks fandom. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Formulate the rhyme, put it on wax. Booty MCs and you ain't saying jack. So what you wanna do? How you gonna act? Ready to attack when I hear a dope track. Formulate the rhymes and I put it on wax. Booty MCs and you ain't saying jack. Get up, get up, get up and get down. Get up, get up, get up and get down. Get up, get up, get up and get down. Get down, get down. Get up, get up, get up and get down. Get up, get up, get up and get down. Get up, get up, get up and get down. Get down, get down.
Alright, what's up everyone? We'll enjoy some tunes for a little bit, but I just want you all to know that I'm back. Pretty much just stretching the legs. Alright, we're going to the intermission report in just a second. Let's just take some time to it's kind of like reflect on what was a rather better period for the San Jose Sharks, that's for sure. Alright. I think now is a good time more than ever, right? So, here we go. the San Jose Sharks. Not too shabby period. If you follow on Money Puck, the deserve to win meter is kind of looking a little better. They've brought it up to about 30%. Still, Kings are favored after all. They have the lead, pardon me. Tripping up over my words there. All right, let's get into the box score. 14 shots on goal for the San Jose Sharks. 24 shots on goal for the LA Kings. Face-off circle is pretty much a draw. 50% going 50% for both teams, so draws going both ways. Sharks are 25% so far on the power play. Again, they are going to start the third period with the man advantage. 1 minute and 4 seconds because of Trevor Lewis's hooking call against Cody Ceci at 19 minutes and 4 seconds of that second period. Hits, it's a very physical game. Very physical game. San Jose Sharks got 29 hits. LA Kings have 17. Blocked shots, Kings 16, Sharks 11. 9 giveaways for San Jose, 16 giveaways for the Kings. 5 takeaways each for both squads. Shots on goal per period, 7 for San Jose, 17 in that first period for the Kings. But even though the Sharks just have another 7 shots on goal in the second period, they were able to kind of start to calm that Kings team down and held them to 7 shots on goal in that second period. So they're looking a little bit better. Just a quick reminder, so we're going to go into who scored the goals here. We'll just do some honorable mentions in that first period. Or dishonorable, since they're the Kings. Just kidding. But Jordan Spence got his first of the year. The 23-year-old right shot defenseman for the LA Kings scored the first of the year to open up the scoring in the first period at 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Warren Foegele is still on hat trick watch for the LA Kings. He had the second and third goal of the game. Scored those 2 goals practically less than 3 minutes apart. And that gave the Kings a 3-0 lead going into the second period. Only 1 goal was scored in the second frame, and that was courtesy of Mikael Granlund. Mikael Granlund got his second goal of the year, second power play goal of the year, second goal in as many games. So he scored on the power play against the Ducks, scored on the power play tonight against the Kings. Jack Thompson got the primary assist, his second assist of the season, and Alexander Wenberg registers his first point as a member of the San Jose Sharks with the secondary assist, his first apple of the year. Again, it was on the power play, and pretty much the way that went down is William Eklund found the puck on the left side of David Riddick, the LA Kings goaltender. So he finds it almost by the half walls near the boards. He passes that up to Wenberg, who then elects to send it to the point where Thompson is chilling. Thompson stretch passes it across the blue line to Mikael Granlund, who on that power play was the 4th forward out there playing on the blue line. Sharks elect to go 4 forwards on their power play unit so far this year. And from there, Granlund drives the puck up to the face-off circle and then snaps it home. Beats the Kings goaltender top shelf, which was amazing because right before that goal, Tyler Toffoli absolutely undressed David Riddick, like literally undressed him in the crease, and somehow the puck did not find the back of the net despite the Sharks having a wide open freaking crease and wide open net. Just luck of the draw, the puck trickled safely and wide to the left, but thank goodness the Sharks are able to maintain that pressure, clean up that play, and Mikael Granlund gets the Sharks on the board at 10 minutes and 5 seconds into the second period. So 3-1 is your score here tonight. All right, we'll leave the goal scorers up there because I know some of y'all out there are, you some betting men out there, and you got, probably watching this game trying to see if, you got a winning ticket. But nonetheless, again, C-score check, please. So there it is, right on cue. It's 3-1. Now we're going to go into the scores around the league. So we mentioned earlier tonight that there is 9 games going around the National Hockey League on this Thursday, pardon me. My goodness gracious. We'll start with the 2 games that are still remaining. So they're both being played on the West Coast, the left coast, the best coast. The Seattle Kraken are hosting the Winnipeg Jets with about 6 minutes remaining in the third period. They are trailing 3-2. The LA Kings obviously have a 3-1 lead over the San Jose Sharks. We're about approaching close to 5 minutes left in the second intermission, so action will resume shortly here. Now we'll go into some final scores around the league. The Boston Bruins lost at home to the visiting Dallas Stars at a score of 5-2. The St. Louis Blues defeat the Maple Leafs in Toronto by a score of 5-1. New Jersey falls to the Detroit Red Wings on the road by a score of 5-3. The Minnesota Wild defeat the Tampa Bay Lightning on the road by a score of 4-2. The defending Stanley Cup champions Florida Panthers defeated the New York Rangers in the Big Apple by a final score of 3-1. The Carolina Hurricanes hold on to that victory in Calgary. They win by a final score of 4-2 over the Flames. And the Colorado Avalanche defeat the Utah Hockey Club. Final score 5-1. So those are your scores from around the league. Sharks and Kraken, obviously, and the Kings, I guess, respectively. You know, being the teams here on the West Coast, they get the last games. Kraken obviously started their game a little bit earlier than we did. So, you know, their game's about to be over unless they can find a way to tie it up in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes of regulation time, that is. And the Sharks are less than 5 minutes away from returning for the third period. All right, so pretty interesting game thus far. Some exciting stuff for the Sharks outside the goal. Luke Cunnin got in a fight at the start of the first period, like almost halfway through the first period, against Andre Lee, who happens to be cousins with is it Fabian Zetterlund? So Fabian Zetterlund, which you guys are probably saying, who's that? It's Fabian Zetterlund. You usually hear it saying Fabian Zetterlund from the broadcasting crew, but he has gone on to NHL Europe's social media account and has said that he pronounced his name. They asked you how you pronounce your name, and he said Fabian Zetterlund. So that's how I'll refer to it. Just like you hear a lot of people call Luca Caglioni. It's not Caglioni, it's Luca Caglioni. I know this because A, I did my homework, and B, the young man said that it was pronounced correctly when we had him on our show last summer. So I think we owe our players and our stars, the proper pronunciation, and I'll do my best to carry through with that promise. Honestly, I'm guilty of not pronouncing names correctly on a nightly basis when I do these streams, so I'm not judging anybody who says Fabian Zetterlund or Luca Caglioni, but it is Fabian Zetterlund, and his cousin dropped the gloves in the first period against his teammate Luke Cunnin. So I hope that first period was nightmare fuel. But again, Sharks are trying to avoid starting the season with 8 losses for the second consecutive year. Right now, they are the first team in the league to start off back-to-back seasons without a win in 7 games since the early 1970s California Golden Seals. Yes, the last Bay Area hockey team. So